Okay, so today I got with me here Lauren from Vilros. Lauren, thanks so much for joining us today. Would you mind just giving a very brief introduction to yourself?
Sure. My name is Lauren. I work at Vilros. I'm the marketing manager. We are a microcomponent, electronic component company. We specialize in Raspberry Pi, Arduino, microbit, etc. I currently work in marketing, so I oversee all of our advertising, our media, social media, emails, etc.
Well, anybody who might be watching, we've been working now for about 10 months, right? Since about last October, something like that. How much time do you think that we've managed to save you on, let's say, a weekly basis from running the email marketing system for Vilros?
Gosh, the timing is endless. Between the research, the creative, the ideas and the content, and then scheduling and sending it out, I'd say at least 5 hours would save us.
At the start, obviously, you weren't the person who gave us the go-ahead to begin working together, but were you at all skeptical when we first started to begin working together?
Yes, my skepticism didn't really fall into your talents. Like I said, I wasn't the one who oversaw your hiring. So when you were onboarded, I was already aware that you guys were capable, and I've seen some of your creatives. I knew that the work was good, but our product is just so niche, and our customer base has a very intricate type of mindset, as opposed to more of a broad company maybe that's selling jewelry or clothing, where you can kind of understand, because the intricacies when it comes to technology and the product and using them, especially with such a niche product that has to do with coding and programming, where the marketplace and the product can be a lot more complex and not as easy to understand. I was then worried when it came to the content, whether or not you were going to be able to create content that really fit our customer base, that connected with them, and that was understandable, where we just didn't hire someone who was making content where the customers were looking at us like, do these people know what they're doing?
Yeah, it definitely was a learning curve for us to begin with. I remember it's a really challenging audience to engage and to get right. But yeah, with your guidance, I think we've done a pretty good job since we first started. Okay, great. So obviously we've helped out with the time. We've overcome the hurdle of coming up with good content that suits such a niche audience and niche product. Are there any other positive benefits that you can think of that you've experienced since working with us?
So I believe one of the most positive benefits that I've had with working with you guys is the fact that as a marketing manager, my job tends to be bringing to the table the ideas, letting the team know the direction we want to head in and creatives that we want to make. But what I found very refreshing with you guys is you actually would meet with us every month and you came ready. You had ideas, you had creatives, you knew where the direction you wanted to go was, and we were able to bounce ideas off. But it really took a load off for me, because I almost didn't need to step in and give you guys that directive and do a lot of hand holding with the onboarding, which I was worried about having so much other work on my plate. So it was really, really refreshing for us.
Amazing. Yeah, perfect. All right, last question, Lauren. Would you recommend us to another prospective e-commerce brand owner?
Absolutely. I absolutely would recommend you guys, especially for me, because we had such a complex product that was from such a niche market, and you guys were so willing to learn, able to adapt and come up with your own ideas quickly and easily, as well as producing content that was visually aesthetic and adapting to then see the performance metrics and meet those target numbers for us, for our audience numbers. It was great.
Amazing. Thanks again so much for your time today, Lauren. And I look forward to working with you again in the future.
Of course. Thank you so much, Jack. It was great talking to you today.